The beautiful part about us being able to have a show is we get to give away our own awards. And so there was a lot of talk around the Heisman and around how they were going to give it away. And the great part about this is we actually have our own Heisman, the hard count Heisman, that we're going to give away right now on the second annual Program Awards. So the reason why we have these awards, quite frankly, we appreciate and respect and love all of the postseason college football accolades. However, we think given our unique situation of how we watch and digest college football and the way that you digest college football, this was probably the thing that was needed for the people to kind of have an award show to give out awards. So the Program Awards, they're not your typical awards. We have things like Dime Dropper of the Year we're about to give away here in a minute. We have How Is He Only a Freshman Award we're going to give away. The Pat McAfee Punter of the Year Award, which I know has been on a lot of people's minds since we announced we're giving that away. Bottom line, we're glad to have you all here. Welcome to the second annual Program Awards. Let's get right to it. First award we're giving out, the Dime Dropper of the Year. Now, Dime Dropper of the Year is awarded to the student athlete who best exhibits the capability to absolutely throttle your secondary by throwing the football wherever he pleases on any given Saturday in the fall. This year's Dime Dropper of the Year recipient is Oregon quarterback Bo Nix. Hey, Bo, congratulations. Congratulations, Bo. I'm sure that will look good at the apartment in Eugene or wherever you end up being drafted. A lot of people now are going to say, well, hey, does he really deserve that award? He's a check down artist. He's Mr. Check Down. I would say sit down. Look at the numbers, 77% completion percentage. You're telling me those are all check downs? You can check it down as much as you want. There's a lot of people that throw check downs across college football, but they don't throw for 40 touchdowns. All right? So if you have something negative to say about Bo Nix, it's your own problem. Can't help you. Check down this, check down that. Dude was just efficient, did what was asked of him. And the way that he has upped his game since being at Auburn and now being at Oregon, extremely happy for Bo Nix. A 91 QBR is what he had this season. Absolutely exceptional. Congratulations, Bo. Well-deserved. Your Dime Dropper of the Year. Good for Bo Nix. For those of y'all that are wondering, second annual Program Awards, last year's recipient, Hendon Hooker from Tennessee. So, elite company for Bo Nix. So now this is one of our favorite awards to give away because we believe that the youth are our future, and this award honors the youth. The How Is He Only a Freshman Award. This award last year was given to LSU linebacker Harold Perkins. Congratulations, Harold. I'm sure he's watching at home. Now, this award is annually given to the students that make plays on the football field, the first-year students, I should say, that defy their experience and cause you to shout the phrase, oh my gosh, how is that guy only a freshman? Now, this year's winner of the How Is He Only a Freshman Award goes to Alabama safety Caleb Downs. Now, this should come as no surprise to anybody. Caleb Downs, even when he came out of high school in Georgia, we knew he was going to be a baller. People talk so much about his instincts and about his football acumen, and we knew it was just a matter of time before he got comfortable and started making plays on the football field, and that matter of time was extremely short by nature of him winning this award. He has, again, ridiculous instincts. We've seen him contribute in a very big way as a true freshman for Alabama. Listen, you don't get on the field, much less in the secondary, Nick Saban's baby at Alabama, unless you're that dude. And the way that people talk about Caleb Downs, the way that Caleb Downs carries himself and performs on the football field, he is emphatically that dude. Also worth noting, he's recently taken up duties returning punts and been really good at it. Ran one back already this season in a short time doing it. Dude's a baller. Might be one of the best to ever do it in Tuscaloosa when it's all said and done. But Caleb Downs is your winner of this year's How Is He Only a Freshman Award. Congratulations, Caleb. Good for Alabama. Getting some postseason hardware. You're hoping that the powers that be with other awards kind of see this and take notice and understand that this is how the award should be given out. Regardless, though, we'll keep on moving. We appreciate them so much for giving us this platform to give away these awards. And appreciate y'all at home that we're a part of this. Now let's move on here to the Freak of the Year Award. I think that's probably the next best spot we should go to. Last year, this was given to Marvin Harrison Jr. This year, about to tell you who it goes to. The Freak of the Year Award goes to a player with freakish attributes that more often than not defy science, defy common sense, defy logic, that make you just a little bit, I don't know if afraid is the right word, make you a little bit, uneasy, make your jaw drop a little bit. Also, doesn't hurt if they're a matchup problem that can't be solved. This year's recipient of the Freak of the Year Award goes to Georgia tight end Brock Bowers. Brock, congratulations. Now Brock's story this year was well documented. Very interesting how he fell out of Heisman contention when he had to undergo tightrope surgery. That injury to his ankle kind of threw off his Heisman aspirations. But even so, when he was on the field, he demanded double coverage. The SEC title game was no exception to that. When he was on the field, he was extremely productive. He's going to make a ton of money in the NFL, but he's getting the Freak Award for two reasons. One, what he did with the matchup problem he presents across the board. Okay, he probably wrapped this award up right around week 6, if we're being real. Now, the Freak of the Year award is also being given to him because he recovered from tightrope surgery in less than a month. You're not supposed to recover that quickly, even with a surgery that you get to recover quickly. You're not supposed to bounce back like that. So Brock Bowers, Freak of the Year, and we hope that this reaches you well, Brock. Going to be a stud in the NFL, and we hope he's not opting out of the bowl game. But he's going to be great wherever he ends up playing at the next level. Let's keep it rolling now. Let's go to the Program Leader of the Year. Program Leader of the Year award is given to a coach who elevates his program to heights they otherwise may not have been able to achieve, especially given the year prior. Now, this year's recipient is Nick Saban. And this award, we kind of prefaced it a little bit on our last segment, I suppose, talking about Alabama. Tons of talent, right? But you're trying to replace Bryce Young. You're 125th in returning production. You lose week 2. So you lose your mulligan right away. Turns out they may not have even had a mulligan if they had a different committee. Regardless, Nick Saban and what he's done with this Alabama team, with a ton of new pieces, with a new quarterback, with new coordinators, allowing them to elevate from last year into the college football playoff. Last year, let's be real, they were a better team from a roster's perspective. They were. Bryce Young, Will Anderson, like Jahmyr Gibbs, they had dudes on last year's team. This year's team feels a little bit more like they're playing better together, and they're going to have a chance to win a national title. So Nick Saban, I think probably his best coaching job to this point, or arguably his best coaching job to this point, and Alabama's not slowing down. Nick Saban, Program Leader of the Year award. Congratulations, Coach Saban. We appreciate him always on this show. Let's go to our next one. This is a fan favorite. On social media, this award, we tweet these awards out after the ceremony. So y'all that are tuned in live, you're the first one seeing this. So thank you for being dialed in. This is the Pat McAfee Punter of the Year award. Now I want to make sure we're clear on this. Pat McAfee does not have any say into who this award goes to. Last year we had people tweeting at us saying, good for Pat McAfee giving away this award to the right guy. We appreciate the thought, but actually we're just naming it after him because he's one of the GOATs with what he did at West Virginia and what he's doing now in sports media. But the Pat McAfee Punter of the Year award is given to the leg that best displays power, ferocity, competitive accuracy as displayed by the award's namesake, West Virginia and NFL legend turned college game day staple, Pat McAfee. Now, as people who do watch football, this year's winner is Iowa punter Tory Taylor. Tory, congratulations. He's averaging 48 yards a punt. Listen, no shade at Iowa. He is the team's best offensive weapon. He leads the country in the number of punts, 86. Second, in terms of quantity of punts on the entire season, is at 75. So by 11 punts, Tory Taylor, he knows every single day he takes the field, every single Saturday, they're going to ask him to swing that leg a few times. When he takes the field in the bowl game, it will be to make history, to break the punt yards record. So Tory, congratulations. This is one of many awards I'm sure you'll be receiving this award season, but allow us to be the first to christen you with the Pat McAfee Punter of the Year award, joining last year's recipient, Kai Kroger. Now let's move right along here. This is another fan favorite. We got the IHOP award, then we got the hard count Heisman we're about to give away here in just a few short moments. Now, the IHOP award is given to the offensive line who consistently serves up pancakes and dominates the opposition in the run and pass game, moving human beings against their will. This year's recipient is the Georgia Bulldogs offensive line. Congratulations to the folks in Athens. Now, that's their second award in this year's program awards. The IHOP award, again, given to the UGA offensive line. They had a sack rate of 3%. They also were dinged up at different points during the season, had to break in a new quarterback and get him comfortable. They were really balanced. Threw the ball well downfield. They ran the ball effectively, almost 200 yards a game, right in that 180-yard range. Really impressed by their effort this year. Some people said they were snubbed a season ago. The IHOP award goes to the Georgia offensive line and their efforts in this past season. So let's keep it rolling right now. Let's get to the award that I'm sure a lot of y'all are waiting for. And to be honest, the voting was open all the way up until today for those that held a vote. And it did factor in conference title games to this award. So without further ado, let's get to the hard count Heisman. The hard count Heisman is awarded to the student athlete who is the best player on the field at all times. This is, in many ways, the most valuable player in college football. Without this player, the recipient's team would be in a very different position. That's important to remember here. The award is given to a walking highlight reel. The winner of this year's hard count Heisman is none other than LSU quarterback Jayden Daniels. Now, to be clear, LSU, they went 9-3 this year. Good, not great. It wasn't college football playoff material. It wasn't conference title material. But Jayden Daniels, you take him off that LSU team, just what the awards description says, they would be in a very different position with how they didn't play well defensively. We really value with this award the takeover factor, and Jayden Daniels has exactly that. His numbers, poetic in every sense. Threw for almost 4,000 yards. Not 3,000, almost 4,000 yards on the season. Ran for over 1,000, accounted for 50 touchdowns. Listen to this, 4 interceptions. The dude was a creative player all season long, a road to glory kind of performance from him this season. Jayden Daniels very much so deserving of this award in every single category, and we appreciate everyone who was a part of this award season, but Jayden Daniels absolutely is the winner of this year's hard count Heisman. So Jayden, got a feeling they're going to give you the other Heisman this year in NYC, but just know the hard count Heisman is already on its way to you, Jayden, so we appreciate you for what you did this year for all of us as college football fans. And yeah, we love college football. We love y'all that are tuned into this, and we had to do our own award show. We had to do our own award season. Hey y'all, thanks so much for watching. Subscribe to the channel here to make sure you don't miss an episode of the Hard Count. Also be sure to check out other videos on the On3 YouTube channel.